The whole strategy that Israel had was to do this surprise attack to take out top military generals through assassination and then threaten any successor within the chain of command with killing their wives and their children. And a recording was published by the Washington Post, I believe, or maybe it was the Wall Street Journal, where they recorded an IDF agent or Mossad agent making a call to one of the military administrators or lieutenants in the IRGC, the Revolutionary Guard, and calling him and threatening him and saying in Farsi, fluent, perfect Farsi, do you know who we are? We know exactly where you are. We know where you live. We know everything about you, where your wife is, where your kids are. And if in the next 12 hours you don't record and send us a video that says that you are basically going to go against and revolt against the supreme leader, if you don't send us a video with you saying that, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill your wife. We're going to kill all your children. You have 12 hours. Send it to us. They made this call to basically all the top brass of the IRGC and even the regular Iranian military with this kind of threat. The whole plan was they wanted to create an internal revolt where they assassinate a lot of the key players in the Iranian government, and then the rest of them are too afraid to step up. The rest of them are too afraid to come and resume responsibilities to take their place, and they are defecting from the Islamic government and they're going to revolt, and that will spark a uprising. This is why the name of the operation, Israel's operation against Iran, was titled Operation Rising Lion. Well, what does Rising Lion mean? The flag of Iran before the Islamic Revolution in 1979 was, again, you have the red and green bars, and then in the middle you have a lion holding a sword, and behind him is a rising sun. So a rise of the lion. This is the operation, and they're promoting who? They're promoting the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, the son of Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who was deposed in 1979 by the Islamic Revolution and Khomeini coming into power. So they wanted a rise of this Pahlavi loyalists, monarchists, Zoroastrians in Iran to come and topple the supreme leader. That is their whole plan, because they know that they don't have the weapons capability or the logistical capability to conduct a ground invasion to do the same kind of regime change that they were able to do in countries like Iraq and countries like Libya and elsewhere. So this is a logistical challenge with regime change. You can't actually invade Iran by land. It's too difficult. It's too costly. It's too risky. The chances of defeat are very high. The United States is not going to do it. Israel is not able to do it. So the best chance of toppling the Iranian regime is actually to foment a civil war, to foment an uprising, a popular uprising, to depose the supreme leader and to end the Revolutionary Guard, to end the revolutionary government. This was the whole plan. When that plan did not work, when Iran, after the first day, they were able to recover and they started shooting ballistic missiles back at Israel, when it became clear that the Iranians, even the monarchists, the moderates, the liberals, the secularists, those who are opposed to the politics of the supreme leader, they're against the revolution, even those elements within Iran rally around the central government. And they recognize that the existential threat, Israel wants to destroy Iran in the same way that they were fundamental and key in destroying other Middle Eastern neighbors. We don't want to be the next Iraq. We don't want to be the next Libya. And even if we have a problem with Khamenei and we have a problem with the Islamic Revolution, now's not the time. We have to stand with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard and the supreme leader. This was the opposite effect that Israel had hoped for. And you had even Sunni groups, Sunnis who are being oppressed by the Islamic regime. They were siding with the Ayatollah as well. They were making statements. We have our differences with the government here in Iran, big differences, and we have grievances against them. But now is not the time for that. Now is the time to stand united against this existential threat of Israel backed by the United States. So this was the opposite effect of what Israel had hoped for. So in that sense, Israel's plan was a complete failure. They failed to topple the Iranian government.